All right, so let's talk about The Chosen. Look, I'm not gonna make y'all wait till the end of the video to tell you my opinion. In all honesty, I was pretty bored. I went to the theater, I watched it in theaters. I fell asleep. I'm not gonna hold you. I fell asleep in front of everybody in the theater. But that's not to say that there weren't some moments that were inspiring. There weren't some moments that were very well done. Sermon on the Mount, very well done, very inspiring. Yeah, I just wish the rest of the episode kind of took that overall tone in the sense of scripture. I needed more scripture. I needed more Bible. I needed more Bible. And I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to tell these stories from a relatable standpoint. They're trying to go in between the lines, right? And they're trying to show like, hey, these people who follow Jesus, they're just people. They're normal. They have the same desires. They have the same problems. They have the same thoughts. They're normal. And I understand that. And I appreciate that perspective. But it seemed like at certain times, it got a little too worldly. It got a little too worldly. But let me break this down because The Chosen had a very big box office weekend. They did $8.2 million, which put them at number 3 overall against all the movies. So we're talking Black Panther was number 1. They did 67.3 million. The Menu, have no idea what The Menu is, did 9 million. And then The Chosen came in at number 3, did 8.2 million. And then after that was Black Adam, which did 4.5 million. So very successful. And y'all have to keep this in mind too. It was a limited release. The Chosen played, I think it says that it played in 2012 theaters and grossed 8.2 million. I'm assuming 2012 theaters is only a fraction of the overall movie theater count in the United States. Meaning, if this showed at more theaters, I'm sure the numbers would be higher, obviously. So it did very well. It had a great weekend. It says The Chosen season 3 captured the 3rd spot at the box office. We're going wherever God parts the seas. And that's really what I hope for The Chosen. I hope that they continue to be led by God. And I pray that they don't fall into these influences of Hollywood to compromise in any way. Because inevitably, when you're playing this game, this Hollywood game, there's going to be a certain time where, there's gatekeepers. There's people who are standing at the gate who they want certain things. And I hope that they don't have to compromise in order to go through those gates. I hope that, like this title says, that God continues to part the seas for them. But once again, I can't sugarcoat it. I fell asleep. I was pretty bored. There was a part where Peter is trying to, trying to get laid, trying to sleep with his wife. I feel like it was like a 15-minute back and forth of Peter trying to sleep with his wife. They get to the point where they're about to do it, and then somebody knocks on the door and interrupts them. They swing back to it again. They're in the kitchen. They're about to get freaky in the kitchen, and they get interrupted again. And then finally, they're like, "Yo, y'all can go ahead and get freaky. We'll just cover. We'll close our ears. We won't listen." And I'm just sitting here like, is that in the Bible? Like, and once again, I understand not everything is going to be completely based on the scriptures because they're trying to kind of bring the story to life and kind of fill in, what isn't necessarily said. But it was just a little too worldly at certain points. It was just a little too worldly. It says, the special event screening is considered by film experts as a surprise upset, but fans of the crowd-funded series have been anticipating its premiere for months. We have the ability to try new things, such as putting TV shows in theaters, because our fans are as passionate and supportive. Hopefully, this causes others to check out seasons 1 and 2, said the creator, Dallas Jenkins. So something that I'm interested in seeing, because I know a lot of y'all saw that the Book of Mormon reference and how that was a big drama and everything like that. And, yada, yada, yada. I think that is coming up at some point in season 3. So I'm also curious to see kind of how that plays out, because there is a lot of people, who support The Chosen who are getting a little bit weary as to the direction that this show is going to go. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what happens with that. But let's continue reading. It says, due to overwhelming demand, the first 2 episodes will be in extended theaters through December 1, 2022, before becoming available on the show's free streaming platform. So that's good news. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to expand the release, extend it, because it did do so well, as they should. You know, if more people are going to continue to support it, then go ahead and do that, because I'm sure this costs a lot of money to make. I'm sure that they, you know, are probably not profitable yet. So continue to support them, continue to do everything that you need to do, because at the end of the day, I do believe that we need more Christian representation within Hollywood. And I would choose to go see this again over any other secular movie that's within, you know, the theaters right now. But just keeping it real, keeping it honest, I was bored. It kind of fell short of my expectations. Not to say that there weren't parts that were beautiful, not to say that there weren't parts that were well done. That part where Jesus is talking to, I think it's James. Is it little James that he's talking to? And James is like, okay, well, you know, Jesus, you said that we're going to go out and we're going to heal people. Like, we're going to heal the sick and do miracles. But like, it's kind of hard because I'm not even healed yet. You haven't even healed me yet. And Jesus is telling him, like, basically like, yo, your time's going to come. I'm going to heal you. But, you know, the testimony that you're going to have because of what you're going through, but you still serve me. You still have faith in me. You still praise me. That testimony is going to be so much greater, but I will heal you. I thought that was a beautiful moment as well. But then I was like thinking, like, is that in the Bible though? Is that in scripture? And it's not, to my knowledge. I mean, maybe y'all can correct me, but I didn't see that happen in scripture. It's neither here nor there. I just needed a little bit more scripture. And I understand everyone's at a different point on their walk spiritually. And this might be edifying to some people, especially newer Christians who, like I said, might just be introduced to Jesus through this show, through season 3. I think it's still a good introduction. Definitely a lot better than anything that, you know, secular entertainment is doing. But I hope they don't fall into the trap of, you know, compromising just to go through these gatekeepers within Hollywood. So that's how I feel about it. What did y'all think? Like, for real. Get in my comments. Did you watch it? Are you going to watch it? What did you think about it? Like, I really want to know. Leave a comment down below, like this video, subscribe if you have not, turn on those post notifications so you are notified when these videos come out. I'm out.